Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We're in week 15 of our London Black Knight series, and for season 1 rather, and we're battling off against the Miami Dolphins again, but this time it will be an Olympic Stadium in London. As you guys recall from week 1, we actually beat them 34-14, so hopefully going to beat them for a second time this season. And playoff picture has arose. So we're the number 1 seed now. So if we win a couple more games, we will be in the playoffs and in that and we will claim that first round bye. So if the Raiders win and we lose, the Raiders could end up having that number 1 seed. So our opponents, the Dolphins, they're the number 6 seed. So they're probably going to be in this playoffs this season. So before we get into, we have one more thing before we get into the kickoff. The weekly awards from last episode. Andy Dalton, he had 17 for 22, 461 passing yards. He had 7 touchdowns over a win over the New England Patriots. We beat them, and it was 73-0. So we crushed them big time. So we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Joe Flacco and the London Black Knights taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
Okay, now it is kickoff time here in London at Olympic Stadium, and Golden Tate III is ready to return to kickoff here for the London Black Knights. And Golden Tate, he returns this one. He does get stopped though at the 27. And Joe Flacco, the Super Bowl 47 MVP, steps onto the field for the first time in this episode. And we're just going to use a double slants route here on first down and 10 from the 27. So Flacco, he's back to pass. He is going to throw this to Justin Jefferson. He claims a first down, and he gets stopped at the 42 for a 32-yard reception. That's pretty good to start off the football game here for the London Black Knights. So we're going to use the double slants route here again. First and 10, Flacco, he's ready to throw the football. I'm going to pass this to Golden Tate III, who just returned that awesome kickoff. And he gets a touchdown out of this one. This is a 42-yard reception. And the London Black Knights lead this one 7-0 here in Olympic Stadium in London. Okay, now this is going to be a first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. And Tua Tagovailoa, he's going to hand this off to Gaskin, the running back. So that's going to be a 2nd and 8 now for a gain of 2. I believe his first name is Miles, but I could be wrong. But 2nd and 8 now, Myles Gaskin runs with the football, and he gets stopped at the 44-yard line. And that will be a 3rd down and 1. We're going to use the zone coverage here for the defense. And they're at the 44, so they're going to try to move the chains here. They're going to hand this off to Gaskin, and he gets a first down. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for Miami. We're going to use the nickel formation here for the defense, and I'm thinking they might just do a simple run play. And CJ Mosley there makes an awesome tackle, and it's now going to be a 2nd and 9 from the 47 here in London. So Tua Tagovailoa, the University of Alabama product, it looks like he's going to throw this one, but he's going to throw it to and he claims his first he throws his first completed pass. Jakeem Grant Sr. Does claim that reception. So the clock's winding down. The first quarter's almost over, and the London Black Knights are leading this one 7-0 here in London. So they're going to throw this one to Gaskin Sr. again. And that will be 4th and 6. So they're going to return. We're going to return the punt with Antonio Brown. and they punt this away. They're going to punt this one, and it appears it's going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's just an estimate, though. And we're going to use the double slants route here on first down and 10. I know it is raining in the game, but I'm just going to make my camera a little bit darker so you guys can see. Justin Jefferson, he does claim a reception for the Black Knights, and we'll see you guys in the second quarter. Okay, first and 10. We're going to use Joe Flacco till the end of the second quarter, and then I'm going to put in Andy Dalton for the third, and then possibly some Josh Dobbs to play in for the fourth quarter. So, second down and 10 now from the 29 here in London. So, Flacco, he is back to pass. He is going to throw this to Austin Blakeney, and Blakeney gets a touchdown. This will be his first receiving touchdown of the game, and they will extend this lead 14-0 here in an Olympic Stadium. Okay, now this is going to be a first and 10 for the Miami Dolphins. They're at the 29-yard line, so he's going to throw this one. It's intercepted to Tre'Davious White, and he gets stopped at the 31, so that will be a first down and 10. And we're going to use a double slants route for our offense, and this will be a first and 10. So Joe Flacco, he is ready to throw the football. He's going to pass this to Golden Tate, and he gets stopped at the 24. So 5 for 6, 150 yards for Joe Flacco in this game. This is just really impressive of how he can throw the ball. I mean, he has 150 yards, so he threw a lot of deep passes. So I'm just going to hand this off to Frank Gore. And does he get the first down? He does. In fact, we're going to still use the 94 wheel run play on second down, on first and 10. So Frank Gore, he's going to run the football, and it looks like he gets another first down. Okay, now we got Todd Gurley back on the field for the London Black Knights. He's been out for a couple weeks. He had an injury, so he gets stopped at the 1 for a gain of 8 yards. Okay, second and goal now from the 1-yard line. 2-minute warning had just passed by, and Todd Gurley gets a touchdown for the London Black Knights. It will now be a 21-0 lead. So he gets his third touchdown of the season, and we'll see you guys when we're on defense. Okay, first down and 10 here for Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins. So Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, they are going to throw this football, and I'm thinking they're going to throw this to, I believe, Jakeem Grant Sr., and they're going to move the chains here, and they're going to possibly get another first down. They're only a yard away, and Jakeem Grant gets another first down, and they are not going to stop. Oh, wait, they do take that time out, so that's going to be 21-0 here in London. So they're still thinking on their game plan. What are they going to do? Who will be the receiver for most of their plays? And they're going to take another timeout. And it looks like the Miami Dolphins, there is a flag. Myles Gaskin does claim that reception, though. I'm thinking this was a London penalty, and they say it was Jalen Ramsey, so they're going to decline, and we'll see you guys at kickoff. Okay, it is kickoff time here in London, so we get to return with Golden Tate, and he is going to use a juke move. He's going to use another juke move, and he gets stopped at the 30-yard line. So that's going to be a first down and 10. So we're just going to use a simple run play. Well, I might just pass. I'm just going to use a passing play just on this down, and then maybe if we get another first down, I might just run it. And I'm going to throw this to Austin Blakeney. He claims that reception. He uses a juke move. He gets stopped, though, at the 39. So he has 181 yards total for Joe Flacco. And we're just going to simply just do a passing play just for the time being. There won't be enough time to claim a run play. So he drops the football, Austin Blakeney, and that's going to be a second and 10. So we're going to try to move the chains here. as we're at the 39. So Flacco, he is going to throw this deep. Blakeney does get a first down, and we'll see you guys in the second half. Okay, now this is going to be a first down and 10. They're at the 49 with only 3:48 to go in the third. This just began the second half. And Myles Gaskin, whom you guys saw claim that touchdown, he gains a yard on that play. So we only allowed 56 total yards. And Tua Tagovailoa, he is going to throw this football. And he throws it offside. So that's going to be a third down and 9 here for the Miami Dolphins. So Tagovailoa, he is looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. So this will result in a 4th and 9. So 3:10 to go in the third. They're going to punt this away. And they get stopped. It will be at the 26-yard line. So we're going to use a passing play featuring Andy Dalton, whom you guys saw. He did really well last episode against the New England Patriots. I mean, New England, they have not been doing all that good. And Sam Darnold, he's not one of the greatest quarterbacks in this league, but Justin Jefferson, he has 750 receiving yards this season. He could potentially be a Pro Bowler by the end of this year. And Jefferson claims the reception that time. And that will be a first down and 10, 108 yards. So he is doing pretty good in this episode. So they're moving the chains here. This will be a first down and 10. Andy Dalton, he's going to throw this to Jefferson, and he does get a first down at the 16. 130 receiving yards for Justin Jefferson, the LSU product. They say LSU has one of the best college prospects. I mean, honestly, LSU, Penn State, Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, those are like the top schools for NFL players to begin with. So Dalton throws this to Gronk, and Gronk gets a touchdown, and he claims his 38th reception of the year and his first touchdown of the game. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. Look at Tua Tagovailoa throw that deep pass. He throws it to Jakeem Grant, but there is a flag on the play, so that will be decided by Miami. So that will be an offsides call. Apparently, it's on Tre'Davious White, and they will decline, and they will get another touchdown. It seems like each penalty we get, the Dolphins always decline and get a touchdown. So we'll see you guys at kickoff. All right, now it is kickoff time here in London. So Golden Tate will be ready to return this kickoff here for the Black Knights, and he gets stopped at the 26. Okay, this begins the fourth quarter here in London. We're going to use some inside zone. We got Todd Gurley, and he gets stopped at the 43. He does not lose nor gain any yards on that play, but this will result in a second down and 10 here for London. And Joshua Dobbs, he's not really sure who to pass it to, but he does get sacked though. And this will be a third down and 20 now here for the London Black Knights. We're going to use the flood pass play. And we're going to move the chains here and possibly get first down. And Dobbs. And will he get sacked? Yes. Emmanuel Ogbah had 0.5 sacks. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right. First down and 10 from the 13 here in London. So Myles Gaskin, he runs the football. He gets stopped at the 5. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. Okay, second down and 1 from the 5-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa, he is thinking about throwing the pass, and he's going to throw this to Devontae Parker, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. So it will now be 21-27. We'll see you guys when we're on offense. All right, now it is kickoff time here in London. So Golden Tate, he gets a return to kickoff. And he uses a juke move there, and he's going to use another juke move. And he's going to try to return this all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. And will he do so? He does a front flip, and they say yes, he does get a touchdown. That was an awesome 103-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and they will lead this 34-21 here in London. All right, first down and 10 from the 16-yard line. And Tua Tagovailoa, he is going to pass this to Mike Gesicki, and he gets stopped at the 7. So there's only 1:22 to go in the fourth here in London, and they throw the football. That's going to be a first down. London takes the timeout, and we're going to use a cover 3 concept formation here for the defense. And this will be a first and goal from the 4, and I'm thinking they might just throw the football, and they do get a touchdown. It is Jakeem Grant Sr. gets a touchdown. This will be a second receiving touchdown of the game, and they are actually going to do a PAT. Okay, the Dolphins are at the 2-yard line. They claim a touchdown, but there is another flag, and if they decline the penalty, so this means if they decline the penalty, they will add a touchdown. They will add 6 points, and then the game will be tied. If they get the PAT, they will lead this by 1. So this is basically Miami's first lead in this whole football game, or will be. And they lead it by 1 here in London. So this will give the London Black Knights the first home loss of the year and our second overall. Because the first loss we did not film against the Indianapolis Colts. So for most of the season, I don't like to film every single episode. I like to take breaks in between and auto sim that game. So that will be a first and 10, 26-yard line. There is only 17 seconds to go here in London. So Josh Dobbs, he's going to throw this football deep. He passes it to Marvin Jones. Clock is winding down, so this will ultimately mean that the Miami Dolphins are going to win today's episode 35-34. We lose by 1 point though, but here is the advantage to that. We're still in playoff contention, which is good. And I'll explain more about that when we get into statistics. Okay, Tua Tagovailoa had 134.4 passer rate, 18 for 21, 242 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 INT on the day. Joe Flacco and Andy Dalton both had perfect passer ratings. Flacco, however, did have 2 touchdowns, so did Andy Dalton. Rushing-wise, Todd Gurley only had 1 touchdown. And receiving-wise, Jakeem Grant had 3 touchdowns and 120 yards, but Devontae Parker, he claimed 1 touchdown there. Rob Gronkowski had a touchdown. Austin Bleakney even. Dion Freeman and Golden Tate. Justin Jefferson, he did have 130 yards, but no touchdown whatsoever. There was a defensive play. Mike Pennell had 1 sack. Christian Wilkins, Zach Slayer, Emmanuel Ogbah, and Cam Sutton all had sacks in this episode. Tre'Davious White did claim an INT. There was a kick return for a touchdown. Antonio Brown, Golden Tate, he had 104. That was like in the 4th quarter. That wraps it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great Monday, everyone.